Hi, I'm Akiko Sudano from StampinInTheMeadows.com in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Today, I'm making a Halloween Happy Haunting card with the new Stampin' Up! Banner Year bundle. I'm using the cute little Halloween images to create a custom pattern paper background using a new technique. Last week, I used this bundle to create two fall-themed cards that are similar. I have a link in the description to the blog post for these cards. The first card, I randomly stamped the images all over the paper. This is always a fun way to use your stamps. For the second card, I used the same stamps and the same colors, but I stamped the images in rows so it looks more like a stripe design. For today's card, I created a little rectangle with three motifs: the spider and web, the bat, and the jack-o'-lantern. I will stamp a column repeating the motifs in the same order and colors. In the next column, I will start stamping with the second motif and finish the column. I will repeat stamping in columns until I'm done. In the first motif, the spider web wasn't wide enough, so I found the spider from the Celebration Tiding stamp set, and it was perfect to fill up the empty space. So let's start stamping. I've measured my rectangle width to be about 1¼ inches, and I'm placing my strip next to that to help keep me lined up and remember what stamp and ink color to use next. I'm using smoky slate for the spider web, and I'm stamping the spider in rich razzleberry. I start stamping off the corner of Whisper White cardstock. The tuxedo black bat is next. Then the little leaf sprig in bumblebee and the jack-o'-lantern in pumpkin pie with pretty peacock stem and leaves, and I'll do the pumpkin faces all together at the end. Repeat stamping to finish off the column. Now I'm moving on to the second column. I move my guide strip and start stamping with the bat on the bottom. As I'm stamping, I'm careful to get good ink coverage on the stamp and that I press evenly on the cardstock to get a good impression. Now for the last column. It's not going to fit all the way across, and that's okay. This is why we started off the page in the first column. I didn't get a good stamp for the last spider, so I had to stamp over it a second time. Not good, but it happens. That's part of being handmade. I need to trim 1/8 inch off anyway, and that may help. So I use my paper trimmer to take 1/8 inch off the bottom and 1/8 inch off the side. All done. It doesn't look too bad. Next, I'll adhere the stamped panel to a basic black mat. I've colored this length of Whisper White crinkle ribbon with my rich razzleberry Stampin' Blend so that it matches the card base. And I'll wrap it around the layered panel and make a bow. My fingers just aren't as nimble as they used to be. And I need to play with it a lot until it's just right. There, finally. Now I'm ready to stamp the label. I've punched the ends of rich razzleberry and Whisper White cardstock strips with the new Banner's Pick-a-Punch to make angled ends. Isn't that a cool punch? I'm stamping the Happy Haunting sentiment in tuxedo black ink on the Whisper White panel and adhering the two pieces together with Stampin' Seal. I die cut this pretty spider web from smoky slate cardstock. I used the Picahoot die to make the web, and will attach it to the card front with a glue dot. And as I got ready to position it on the card front, I realized that I didn't stamp my jack-o'-lantern faces yet. So I pulled off the ribbon and stamped all the jack-o'-lantern faces in tuxedo black ink. Boy, was I lucky to have got that boo-boo. Much better. Now I can adhere my spider web and labels. I use dimensionals to pop up the label. More fussing with the bow to get it perfect again, and trim the ends of the ribbon. I finish the card front with the beautiful black iridescent pearls. Pop the panel on the front of a rich raspberry card base with dimensionals. Press firm and our card front is finished. Now for the inside. On a whisper white panel, stamp some of the same images in the same colors as on the card front. Add the boo since it's so cute. Add stamp and seal and adhere the panel to the inside of my card. All done. A colorful and fun Halloween card. I have a link to my blog post in the description where you can find all the sizes of cardstock and links to the products I used. Thank you so much for watching.